How that happened? Okay. All right. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wait for some more people. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come into this live. So middle C. I'm gonna take that a little bit slower. So my thing is, so hold on. When we start to analyze the music, we got the okay. There we go. There we go. Let's talk about working through our struggles. Slow it down. And this is where we get to. This is where we get to funky. And we're gonna take us all the way up the middle C. Tell me if I need to shut up. And I'm gonna play it as it's written. I'm gonna play it as it's written. So I can't reach there. Welcome to the live, guys. If you're in the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, share. We're gonna talk about what happens when you work through your struggles. What happens when you work through your struggles? One of my struggles, it's almost like a superpower. One of my struggles is reading music and playing by ear. It's kind of like two superpowers that kind of what's the word that I'm looking for? There's a conflict of interest, kind of like if we take this song and we're gonna we're gonna use many examples in life. If we take this song that right there is what I want to do. That right there is exactly what I want to do. You dig? That's what I want to do. And the problem with that is that the sheet music, that's not what it's telling me to do. That's not what it's telling me to do. So if I want to become a better player, if I want to become a better player, and I gave a TikTok, not a TikTok, I gave a YouTube out about being disciplined by me doing my own thing. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Beautiful, right? Put a like in the chat if it's beautiful. Beautiful, right? However, that's not what the music is telling me to do. I'm probably gonna keep this live, but probably going for about another 20 some odd minutes. Because I like to do these, and I'm gonna call this working through your struggles. That is a struggle of mine. Me going AWOL, me going absolutely AWOL on what is written. That's a struggle, and that is something that I actually need to work through. That's something that I actually need to work through. So I want you guys to sit here with me while I work through that struggle. So the sheet music, I'm gonna play the sheet music. Let's take a look at the hands. The sheet music is calling. That sheet music is calling me to play in let's call it the third octave. Sorry. And here's the thing. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave me that. Thank you for that. Here's the thing about it, and I want a little bit of dialogue if you guys can before I take off. Here's the thing about it. I hate, I'm gonna put this out there. I hate the way this song sounds in this register. Can you agree? It sounds so much prettier. It sounds so much prettier if we take it up. I can feel it. Because Annie wasn't Annie wasn't that voice, you know. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet you're about sheep. That's not how she sung the song. That is not how she sung the song. Tuner Squad, how you doing? What is the crescendo at? The crescendo in this song, you're talking about that crescendo, and good morning, by the way, that crescendo is actually something that I added in. It was just supposed to stop with the F, your F minor 7, which I like that too. So that's actually something I added in. I'm sorry, I went AWOL again on that, but I'm not taking that out the song. So when it comes to playing the song, it sounds so much better. Sounds good, bro. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, guys. If you come to the channel, like, subscribe, share. Tell me where you're from. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, Crescendo. I mean, I'm here. Here's the thing, let me get the name right, Tuner. Here's the thing. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to do my own thing on it. I'm trying not to do my own thing on it because I can. I'm just gonna be. I can do my own thing with the song. However, that's not me being disciplined. I want to sit down and actually learn the music. Can I get a shout out? Alex. Alex, man. All right, man. I'm gonna give you that shout out, man. How you doing? Where are you from? Thank you. Welcome to the room. This is called working through your struggles, and we can apply this to any topic of life. You know, I'm gonna apply it to music first. I gotta well, actually, let me see what you're saying. Texas, it's just nice to hear something from talent, and that all just about. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, man. I'm not talented. I'm just a dude that actually enjoys playing the keys, man. And here's the thing. If you guys play music, let me know. If you guys critique me or criticize me, hey, I'm open for it because I'm all about getting better. This is what the struggle is about. If my struggle is if my struggle is not paying attention to what's on the paper, I can do one or two things. And this is where I got a buddy of mine, a phenomenal piano player for what he knows how to play. However, he's not open to playing music. He's 70 years old. And I'm not going to say he's too old to change. He just don't want to change. Every time I get with him, I say, "Hey man, let's get together." I get together with him. I say, "Hey man, let's do a jam session. Let's sit down. Let's learn a song." Phenomenal drummer, and the reason why I call him a phenomenal piano player is he can play by ear. But guess what? He don't want to take that struggle with me. He don't want to take that struggle with me, and I can see when he sits down to play. I mean, he can play. I give it to him. I give it to him, but he don't want to take the struggle to learn anything new. So if you're not taking that struggle to learn anything new, how are you going to grow? How are you going to grow? Let me go back to what I was doing here. You see how it's taking me all the way to the first octave? We got that first A flat. And yeah, it's uncomfortable for my ears. Get my hand on the keys, guys. This is uncomfortable. So I'm gonna go. And here's the thing: I can't even reach. It's calling for A flat, and it's calling for me to hit that 3C, but I can't reach. So, but because I want to stay disciplined, I'm gonna make it happen. And I'm gonna take it up to what they're asking me for. And they're asking me for this just like that. So I've got to get literally comfortable. And guys, keep this in mind. And I got the camera about to go out here, but don't worry, we're going to keep going to the flips. Because I've been playing it the way I want to play it, because I've been playing it the way I want to play it, which means I've been taking this here. That's me doing what I want to do. That's the talent kicking in. But the sheet music isn't calling for talent. It's calling for me to play it the way it's written. You guys have seen Michael Jackson when he's working with his keyboardists, which I like to call them percussionists, and they're doing that song, "Hey baby girl with your high heels on, you give me fever like I never ever known." They're doing that song the way you make me feel, but when he's doing the intro, Michael Jackson stopped him and he said, "I understand what you're doing, but play it the way I wrote it." And that right there is so important. as musicians or as even and I'll take this in personal everyday life. Like my wife, we be doing something and she want to do her thing, and I said, "What does the direction say? You're great at this, but until you get to that until you get to that place where you just freaking Shan." I said, "Pay attention to the directions first." And I've got to take that information for myself. That's something that I apply to my life. What does the direction say? Well, yeah, I know I want to go south and I want to go and sound pretty. But it doesn't call for that. So how am I ever going to grow if I don't understand, or if I'm not willing to play the song that is written? And I'll tell you how that's going to. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you guys could swing in some more likes in the channel, some more subscriptions. We're trying to get to a certain number. Because I want to take this channel to a different place where I see one of you guys and you guys really interested. I need to give away this board, which I'm nobody, but I'll autograph the board and send it to somebody so I can get another one, so I can get that CP88, even though I have an attachment with this board, even though it's an older. This is the Yamaha DGX 660B, and we all know that they have series with the Yamahas. However, that CP88, man, when I sit down, and I know I just took a left field at Normandy. When I sit down at that CP88, man, it turns me into a concert pianist, but there's no built-in speakers. That's the reason why I'm still playing this boy right here. Got a thing for the built-ins. So, the important part about playing playing as it is written is it allows for growth. It allows for growth. If you notice this song here, I'm gonna put something up on the screen. Where we going? Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. See that right there? If I continue to play this song the way I want to play the song, how am I going to learn to read way below the ledger? You dig? Let that sit on you. If I'm going to play the song the way I want to play the song, how do I know? And yeah, there's shortcuts. There's shortcuts, and I'm not going to tell you those shortcuts, but how am I ever going to learn that if we go 1, 2, 3, we're going 3 lines below the bottom measure? How am I going to automatically know that that is actually going to be an A flat if I keep doing my own thing? So that's a prime example that by me exactly taking the time to play the music as it is written, and I want to come up to the, and I want to come up. Where's it calling me to come up to? It's calling me to come up to right here. And automatically my ears want to drop that. Thank you guys for coming into the chat. Thank you. Let me know where you're from. Like, subscribe. Hit that notification button. Hit that notification button. Sorry I'm kicking this out on a Wednesday, but I could have chosen to do a short about this. I could have chosen to do a 30-minute video. Sometimes it's just easy to stream it out. And it doesn't take away the memory from my phone. So anyway, by learning to play it as it is playing the song as it is written, struggling with the song. Now play it as it's written. written. And we're going to take it up to, and we're going back all the way down. And this is the hopping. So that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Can't do that. And here's the reason why I can't do that. Because I need to go back down here so that I can leave room for my bass hand, so these can still have room for each other. So important. I would never have gathered that if I had continued to play this song the way I felt like I was playing it. A, because it feels good to play it. So, because I've been playing it wrong, because I've been going off the beaten path of the song, guess what happens? Now my brain is wired to play it the wrong way. And my music teacher, she told me this. She told me this. Hey, you know, she told me this. Hey, if you start playing it the wrong way, you're always going to play it the wrong way. And then it's going to be harder. It's going to be harder to undo all those things and train you the right way. So struggle through it, guys. Struggle through it. Yeah, I know it sucks. If we want to make it better, let's change the sound up a little bit. I just don't like playing it. It's like my music student. He didn't want to play that song. I don't want to play it. I don't want to play blah, 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 blah. And I had to sit down and tell him, hey, this is the reason why it's important that we do these things. You'd like to play for the ladies? I didn't really tell him that. You know, his mom was starting to peer. Hey, what are you telling him about? What are you talking about? Look her in the eyes. I'm gonna put out 9 to 5. Yeah, see, now I'm going off the beaten path, guys. I'm going off the beaten path. But it's so important that we struggle through it. Now, I am not my goal this year. And here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you guys something, and maybe it's in my own head. I believe in my head that I can make some great music. As I've just proven. You know, as I prove it. You know, you guys see I've got the Akai's. I've got a studio here. I've got but here's the thing, that's not the goal for me this year. That hasn't been the goal this year. The goal is growth. The goal is actually sitting down and learning how to get on beat. While having fun with the music. So the goal was to actually sit out and be like, look, let me learn how to read this stuff. because after I get my reading up to par, I'm going to do some more disciplining. I'm going to do some more disciplining. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick up the horn. I'm going to call my girl Cynthia and be like, yo, let's advance me. Advance me. Because now I'm giving her something. When I first met her, that sounded nasty. I'm giving her something that she can work with. Now she had something to work with before. She had a beginner. But now it's like, now that I've actually sat down and done the work, can you play Rush E? Rush E. I probably, and here's the thing. Who do we got in the house now? I'm gonna just call you Ditz. I probably can play Rush E if I listen to it, and if I pulled the sheet music up. But can I play it right now? Not yet, because I'm not familiar with it. Not familiar with it. Yeah, because I'm not familiar with it. But yeah, I'm never gonna get to the point where it'd be like, no, I can't play that. I can't play that. The goal is to learn how to actually become like Cynthia. I keep shouting her name out because she's such a great pianist. And like she said, when you could sit some sheet music, you could sit Rushy down in front of her, and she'll do this, and she'll begin taking off. I can hear Rush E for a little bit, and then I'll begin taking off. See, we have two different gifts. I want the best of both worlds, if you dig that. And here's the thing, just like the title of the stream says, I gotta struggle through it. Pause it. And it's okay right there. It's okay to memorize that part. It's okay, because I had one of my music, I'm gonna call him a supporter, and he said you try to memorize. Trying to memorize is good, long as you're able to read and know where you're at in the music. Long as I know that, long as I know, here's an example. Long as I know that 1, 2, 3. As long as I know that this begins at the 4th bar. As long as I know, and this is what I say. So you guys will see me. You'll see my hands keep up. Now I know I'm right here. I know I'm right, and I need to label the bars. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I know where I'm at. So memorizing isn't bad. So till there's none. As long as I know where I'm at, memorizing isn't bad. Memorizing isn't bad. As long as I know where I'm at, and as long as I know where the pickup is. So, guys, struggle through it. Struggle through it. Thank you for the thumbs up, because by the end of your struggle, by the end of your going to be better. I guarantee you're going to be better. be better, because you see what we just learned right there? Because we played the song as it is written. Look at the hands. Look at the hands. Now the hands are doing what the sheet music is saying it should do. Instead of me coming here and check this out, playing it as I wanted to. Wait, let me see. How was I playing? See, now I got to figure out how to play it. You see how? Now, even though they still ended up technically, I mean, you can say they still ended up there. You see now how I have room when I pay attention to the sheet music instead of bumping into each other? Now I have room. Now see if we can. So it's gonna pain me. It's gonna pain me because I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to sit down and I want to get to the finished product without letting. I want to hurry up and get to the finished work without giving the product time to mature, without giving it time to how can I put this? I want to rush the process. And in me rushing the process, I'm doing myself a disservice. I'm doing myself a disservice. So I'm going to take the time. I'm going to take the time. I don't care. And mind you, this isn't a simple song or a song like you got a lot of things going on with this Annie song here. So I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle because I want to grow, because I want to learn. And I want to stay disciplined. So yeah, the struggle's real. The struggle's real because I want to grow, plain and simple. If I didn't want to grow, if I wanted to keep these issues the same, it's kind of like if you're trying to get to somewhere financially, if you're trying to save up money, yeah, it's easy to stop at a McDonald's or In-N-Out or Fat Burger, and or Panda Express. Yes, that's the easy out, guys. That is the easy out. However, in the process, I'm getting full, number one, but I'm dumping more money. I'm dumping more money is going out the door. And then at the end of the month, I'm like, where's my money going? Because I'm taking the easy way out, but I'm losing something in the end. I'm going definitely against the program. If I want growth, if I want I don't have the dollars to sit on the table for my savings, but if I want that to happen, I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna cook. I'm going to do the struggle, because in the end, I got so much more to gain. So guys, keep that in mind. I hope you have a successful Wednesday. Thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you for listening. And until we speak again, peace.